Hey, Monarch parents, welcome to Monarch, welcome to World Geography, and my name is Kristen Kurganin, and I thought I would take a few minutes just to let you know about my class, let you know about the content and what your students are going to expect here with me. But before I go into my camera settings and I show you my syllabus and things that I have online, I thought I would give you just a real quick tour of my room. So I'm going to move the camera here so that you can see what the room looks like, because we're so excited to have students come back. And having been talking to an empty void for months, I'm really excited to have them here. You can see that we are socially distanced with our seating chart, and my room has a lot of visuals for sure. There's a lot of things to look at. Don't know if you can see the cool map on the ceiling or my live cams. I've got a Louisville live cam, so I know what it looks like outside. And then, like right now, I'm looking at Venice and the Grand Canal, because on that screen I can go anywhere in the world. So I like my room. I'm trying to provide like a interesting, safe place for your kids. But let me tell you a little bit about me and about this course. So I've been here now, I think about 8 years, and I'm living the dream. This is my dream job. I am almost 30 years in Boulder Valley and always teaching social studies or language arts, but it was always my dream to work here at Monarch. So I just love being in this department. I was going to show you a couple pictures. This was in my intro slideshow that I shared with kids. So I live here in Louisville. I might look familiar, maybe not. I'm just over in Cherrywood, and I like that. I like actually being near my students and near my students' families. My own children, and here's a picture of them here, Hal and Meredith just graduated from Monarch, and they were so set for college coming out of this institution. They really loved going to Monarch, and so I hope your student has the same experience. I hope they love being here. I have a husband, Dave, right down here in the inset. He is a financial analyst, and he was working in Denver, but with COVID now he's working from home. And then those are our pets. That's Winchell and that's Bear. And so I am a CU grad. Go Buffs. And my kids are also at CU. Hal just finished its first semester in the engineering department, and Meredith is trying to get into business and then eventually law school, and she's also at CU. So they're having a great semester. Other things about me, if I'm not here teaching, then I'm probably up in Alma, where I bought a cabin. Alma sits kind of right over the pass from Breckenridge, and it's at about 10,000 feet. But my goodness, with the quarantine, that has been it's been awesome to have a place to get away, for sure. I am originally from Wenatchee, Washington, and I came out here for a soccer scholarship. I was supposed to play soccer for CSU and then ended up going to CU on an academic scholarship. But Wenatchee's known for apples, a lot of apple orchards and skiing. I did a lot of skiing when I was in high school. And then something else that's interesting about me is right before I came to CU Boulder, I spent a year as an exchange student in Finland. And so I bring those experiences a lot into the classroom just to share about my year abroad. So other classes that I teach here besides teaching world geography and that's actually been really fun for me, is I teach world geography. That's usually freshmen, not always, but usually a freshman class. And then I teach US history. So a lot of those students I get again as juniors, and I already know them. And so that is, that's joyful for me. So, and then there's a third class I teach, AP Human Geo is this class kind of on steroids. It's a college level version of world geography. It's kind of hard. So then other things I was going to share with you on my screen is my syllabus. So you can see that we meet every day from about 12:10 to 1:30. And I'm really trying to follow the district guidelines and cover what needs to be covered with kids, but not hold them hostage on the call the entire time. I mean, if we get our work done, I'm going to let them go, because it is so hard being attentive on a screen and harder for some students than others, that I I get that. So I really am trying to help kids be successful. And with that said, you'll look through my syllabus and you'll see that I take late work, I take work with revision, I can accommodate students. In fact, there's a student right now, we've been working on making up assignments orally. So I understand that this online format is very difficult for students, and so I'm just trying to be as accommodating as possible to help them be as successful as possible. I only have 2 categories in my gradebook. I have just doing stuff, that's the assessment category, and then participation. Participation is made by turning things in on time and actually showing up to class. So you'll find that something different that I'm adding to my Infinite Campus this time around is that I'm adding attendance, daily attendance in Infinite Campus, because I realized last semester parents were not seeing the comments I was making on attendance, and I want you to know if your child has been present and engaged during that class. And I'll note and have like a written record of it if they were missing, okay? But our course, let me show you the content, and to show the content would best be looking at my folders here. So we do a theme of geo a week. So we started out with just introductory thematic maps. We're now in physical geo. Next week is going to be climate and landforms and the effects of climate on physical geo. And then we get into people. And we're going to be doing culture and population and migration and economics and politics. And this quarter, we're going to we dabble. This is supposed to be a survey course. And each time we learn information about geography, your student is going to create a project around a country's data. So for instance, here's Margot. I had her a couple years ago. She always did her projects around the country Greece. So you should ask your student, well, what country did you get? And the reason that we divvy that out is so that everybody's using different data. We do not have a textbook for this course. Like when we're studying population, we go to websites, geographical websites, and we look at population data. And then your child, if they have Italy, they're going to use Italy's population data. If they have Indonesia, they're going to use Indonesia's population data. All of these projects, like here, actually this week, your students are going to make a map using landform information. All of these projects this time in this format are going to be digital, and then we are going to create a digital portfolio rather than a hard copy portfolio. And then that really becomes the final, that all of the projects that the kids do in this class, it's a very project-based class. I just showed you a political map of Greece, highlighting the centripetal and centrifugal forces. So that is really kind of an overview. So we dabble in geographical themes. Your students can expect about a project a week. And I know that some of their classes, depending on how this quarter laid out, some of their classes are really challenging and really difficult. So I just encourage students to always email me. If you need extensions, if you have like a really busy week and you can't quite get that project done, if they reach out to me over email, I always say yes. I will be happy to extend their assignments. So let me see if I have anything. Oh, I got one more thing to share before you get off this call, or before I end my recording or whatever we're doing here, is that I am really actually super organized. So if you look at the front page of my World Geography course, I have a weekly agenda. And if you click into that, you'll see that I have outlined every week for the entire course, that I know what we're doing all the way until spring break when this course ends. And then if you're watching this video for fourth quarter, I know everything that we're doing until May. And so if you are planning family trips, because this is all online, you should be able to access the course content from Schoology to stay up with these assignments. And lastly, if you ever need to get a hold of me, email is probably best. I'm here till 4 o'clock every day, and access time where kids come for help is from 3:10 to 4 o'clock. And so I am always available to, if you want to email me to call you back, I'm happy to do that. And I actually told the students today that if they ever see any errors in Infinite Campus, or maybe I went too fast through some directions, or they're a little unclear about what they were supposed to do, to just email me or come to access time. And I really want to help them be successful. These are very difficult learning conditions, and I want to be as accommodating as possible for your kids so that they're as successful as they could be. So once again, my name is Miss Kurganin, or kids call me Miss KG, and hopefully we can meet each other in person soon. And thanks for listening. Goodbye.